And thanks for joining us here on Awakening Code Radio. We are kind of doing a follow-up show that we didn't know we were necessarily going to be doing, kind of on Hinduism, and the Krishna movement was our last one. And I was just handed a whole stack of books that our guest has written. You're quite the prolific author. I mean, and all of them are Entering Infinity. That's an amazing.
That's about my guru.
That's your guru.
Right.
And so, I mean, I have so many questions just on my mind. And I'm just going to say, I'm going to read your name every time. Swami Chetanananda. 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 And Sofia and Maura are all here with us.
Hi.
We were talking before the musical break. We were talking about in 1969, Indiana, a volatile moment in our history. Vietnam is raging on. The civil rights movement is totally destabilizing. And you're going to school, and on top of all those things, and probably many people with you, I love the way you said it, you were already looking at what the American dream was that you were going to be sold, and even in the attainment process, like, I don't think this is for me.
Well, not only that, what we really came to understand at that point in time was that the story that we had been sold about the emergence of America and all of its values and its ideals was, in fact, total bull.
Bogus. Ooh. Bogus. Or bull.
Very
bull.
Beep.
Crap. Yeah, right. Well,
so.
And we are facing, I think, that same thing today.
No, the story is the same. It never changed. It, in fact, is, you know,
you can say bull crap.
Okay, well, bullpucky. How's that? Because I was born in Kentucky, so
there you go.
So we can call it bullpucky. You know what I mean?
We know what you mean.
So, I think. So I've turned the discussion away from Hinduism, sort of in the Indian framework, but for a reason, and that is to say that I think that the discussion that all of the various Hindu-based religious traditions that are being worked out here in the United States and in the West today initially find fertile ground here because of the civil rights movement and the Vietnam War, and the beginnings of, starting with the Beatles and their break with, you know, the music business, with the pop music business, and their attempt to move on and be creative and grow their music. You know, they end up in India with Mahesh Yogi in Rishikesh, and that sort of sent us all thinking about India. George Harrison starts playing a sitar.
Mm-hmm.
And hanging out with Ravi Shankar.
Nora Jones' dad.
Yeah, Nora Jones' dad, exactly right. So, you know, it's really the yoga movement that was, I think, the beginning of the emergence of Indian spiritual traditions in the United States. And I was teaching since 1969. And I came to a point where I understood that I really needed a teacher. And so I started praying for a guru.